What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So let's revisit this franchise championship for a minute. Now, initially, Mauricio Suleiman, okay, in his own words, said basically the franchise championship is not something that you win, it's something that's awarded to you, and you don't have to accept it. But if you do, there is a sanctioning fee. You are a physical, personal representation of the WBC. Okay, always felt like that's stupid. So basically, if you lose to a guy, he doesn't become the franchise champion. You're still the franchise champion. Well, how many losses do you have to have before they feel like, okay, you're not a good representation of the WBC anymore? You know, how does this work? So basically, I call it a favoritism belt because that's all it is. He said we pick somebody that's dedicated their life to this sport and gave a lot of hard work to the sport. Okay, so Lomachenko was chosen, Canelo Alvarez was chosen. Now, I remember hearing Deontay Wilder when he was asked about it, and he said, "Nah, I wouldn't take that. It's trash." I agree with him, 1,000%. That trash, that belt's trash, and it has no value. It wasn't a well thought out plan to me. Okay, now you guys remember before Teofimo Lopez fought against George Kambosos, and his father was talking and said, Mauricio Suleiman spoke to me, and he told me that the franchise championship is on the line. Okay, for one, let's just be real. People didn't think Kambosos was going to win that fight. So now, remember, they were saying, oh, Lopez ain't undisputed. He's unified. Then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, because of the franchise championship, he's undisputed. And I'm hearing this back and forth, this still debate thing, and it's like, okay, see, this thing is not even structured right at all. Now, let me give you guys a picture. Look, for example, Canelo Alvarez is franchise champion, okay? So they're giving it out to you in weight classes. Could you imagine a double franchise champion? Like, let's just say, for example, let's just say if Teofimo was able to go up in weight and he fought Canelo and he's the franchise champion, just say, and he beats Teofimo, does he become a double? It's not even a physical title, but how does that work? Okay, let's say, for example, Canelo goes up the cruiserweight like he's doing, and say he lose. Is his franchise championship on the line? And if so, because basically if you can't defend the title, you're just paying a sanctioning fee. Well, obviously, it's more of a reward for them to be getting money for something that you can't even hold and even show. Okay? But let's say this guy beats Canelo. He becomes the franchise champion. Then what? Is he going to go up to heavyweight and fight somebody? Is he going to go to light heavyweight and fight somebody? Is he going to stay at cruiserweight? Is he going to go to this Bridger weight that they're talking about? What happens now? See, does he fit those qualifications that you said you need for a fighter for you to choose them to be franchise championship? To have the franchise invisible championship. So now, if the answer is no, but he just beat Canelo, does that not seem like a favoritism championship to you? Because if he beats Canelo, well, regardless to what his dedication to the sport was or what his contributions was, you can't deny the fact that, hey, he just beat the man that I call, my franchise champion, the guy that I chose. So how does this work? Because if this belt's getting passed around, at some point it'll be like, nah, hell no, we can't have that. We got to choose who we want to be franchise. Well, then how do you defend the title that you chose the opponent? You chose the fighter that you wanted to beat. So now he fights an opponent that you think he's going to beat. I believe that was the case with Kambosos and Lopez, that they didn't think that Kambosos was going to win this fight. That's what I believe that was. And because Teofimo beat Lomachenko, it was like, well, who better than Teo to be franchise champion? That shit went left, and Kambosos is now your champion at 135, your unified champion. That title is just a title, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not the same things that, well, it is the same thing as the lineal champion in terms of it's not an actual physical belt, but how you become lineal is different from how you become, franchise champion. And mind you, it's only the WBC doing this, and I hope it stays like that. And you got the WBA, this diamond belt and all this other, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, for this title to make any sense, it should be defended, and you should lose it should you lose the fight. Not you lose, but you keep your franchise status. Then what is that? So I don't understand how you can say somebody is not just unified, but undisputed because they won a franchise championship. So all these things that I'm hearing, it's like, I don't want to get caught up into he said, she said, but it's a lot of this being spread around about this franchise championship situation. And to me, I feel like if that person who fights for franchise, let's say that the franchise championship is on the line, well then, if that's the case, like example, right? Canelo's been going up and down in weight. What if Kambosos doesn't want to do that? What if he just decides, I'm just going to stay at 135 and I'm cool with that? Then what's special about the franchise championship? Because nothing's being done differently. Every fighter is not going to be able to go up and down in weight. Some people, they're going to be best at that whatever particular weight they're at. They'll be too small to go up, or maybe going down might drain them. Like, some people are going to be in that situation. So I don't understand how they came up with this franchise championship scheme and not really give much thought to what they did, other than it being a favoritism championship and another way for them to just make some more money off of a fighter. So anyway, we talked about this before, but it's like now all of a sudden, the franchise championship is on the title. Just stay posted. Let's see what happens with Kambosos. Okay, because from what I understand, he's now the franchise champion. Stay posted and see what happens with Canelo. Should Canelo win, then okay, we know Canelo will have the option to go up and down in weight like he's been doing. But should he lose, what is this guy going to do with the franchise championship? In fact, is Canelo's franchise championship on the line? I don't think much of this title, people. Anyway, never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.